Nazareth. The lives of an ordinary man and woman took an extraordinary turn when an angel informed them that they would be the ones to usher into the world God's chosen one, the Messiah. Soon Mary, a virgin, found herself pregnant as the angel said. Because of the Roman census, Joseph took his bride with him to register his new family at his ancestors' hometown, Bethlehem. The road from Nazareth to Bethlehem was long and difficult, especially for a woman 9 months pregnant.
Bethlehem is a small village about 5 miles south of Jerusalem. It's in the hills, just like Jerusalem is, and it's actually slightly higher in elevation than Jerusalem. But in antiquity, the only thing anyone knew was that Micah predicted that the Messiah would come from Bethlehem. So when Mary and Joseph make their way down the hill country, their goal is Bethlehem because he is of the house and lineage of David, which is associated with Bethlehem.
When entering a foreign town, one always went to a relative's house to stay the night. Joseph would go to the house of David, which meant a home belonging to another person of the family line of King David. However, because of the crowd in town for the census, his relatives had no place for them to stay.
In the gospel narratives about the birth of Jesus, Jesus is born in a manger of an inn in Bethlehem. Now, what does it mean to have an inn in a small village like Bethlehem? Well, it may not mean anything about a formal building set aside just for that purpose. It may be no more than a house in which one has a room that one can rent. So someone appears at your front door, asks if you have a room to rent. You do have a spare room, and that spare room puts them out of the weather and puts them in a nice place with a bed in it. If they told you there was no room, a second possibility is simply to go into the underground chamber called a manger. It's used for storage, and it's also a place where you keep animals. So the animals actually help keep warm those who are staying there in the wintertime. But it would not be designed for human habitation. And this is how then Jesus is born in a manger in an inn in the village of Bethlehem.
God, the happy Father, sent birth announcements of His Son to the world, to shepherds in the form of a choir of angels, to wise men in the form of ancient prophecies visible in a star shining in the east. King Herod, threatened by the birth of another king, had all infants 2 and under murdered. As a result, Mary and Joseph escaped to Egypt. Years later, after Herod the Great's death, the family returned to their hometown of Nazareth.